Let's be honest. The real reason most of us stay stuck isn't because we lack talent or skills. It's because we're terrified of what people will think. Okay. That's the reason you're not posting that video. That's why you're not starting that business. That's why you're hiding your story. Okay. I know because I've been there more than once. Okay. But I found a way out. And today I'm going to tell you exactly how I stopped caring what people think and how it gave me more peace, more success, and more freedom than I ever thought possible. Now, let me take you back. Okay. There was a time when every move I made was filtered through one question: what will people think? I wouldn't post on social media unless it was perfect. I wouldn't speak up in rooms where I felt underqualified. I held back ideas, opportunities, even friendships, all because I was scared of judgment. I didn't even realize it was happening at first. It became automatic. Okay. And you know, the craziest part, the people whose opinions I feared the most, they weren't even people I liked that much. It was strangers, old friends from the past, people who didn't know my heart or my purpose, but their imaginary opinions, they were running my life. Here's what most people don't realize, okay? Caring too much about opinions doesn't just steal your confidence, it steals your future, okay? A study from University of Michigan found that people who constantly worry about others' approval are 45% more likely to struggle with anxiety and depression. Another study showed that fear of judgment is one of the top three reasons people don't pursue their dreams alongside money and time, you know. But think about it. The opinions of people who don't even pay your bills are stopping you from building your dream life. That's wild, right? But here's what really blew my mind. Okay. Most of the people you're worried about, they're too busy worrying about themselves to even notice you. Okay. That's a hard pill to swallow. And that's a hard truth to swallow. But the moment I accepted it, everything changed. Okay. Now, I call it the freedom shift. Here's exactly what happened for me. One day, I got so exhausted from overthinking that I asked myself a simple question: what's worse, being judged by others or judging myself for not living my truth? Okay. That question hit hard. I realized I was already suffering, not because people were judging me, but because I was silencing myself to avoid their opinions. I was trading my freedom for their approval, and it wasn't even sure they cared. So here's what I started doing. Okay. I wrote down the names of everyone whose opinion I feared. Then I crossed out everyone who didn't support me, didn't live the kind of life I wanted, and didn't truly know me. 90% of that list disappeared instantly. I asked myself, if I wasn't afraid of judgment, what would I do today? And then I did it anyway, nervous or not. Okay. My first video was awkward. My first post felt cringy, but I survived it. And after a while, I realized nobody cared as much as I thought they would. Okay. What's funny? We act like the world is watching us. Like there's some group of people sitting around a table with popcorn, reviewing every post we make like it's an episode of a reality show. Okay. Meanwhile, they're at home trying to remember where they left their keys. Nobody's keeping score the way we think they are. Okay. Honestly, most people are too distracted by their own problems to even notice ours. Okay. That's how you can start your own freedom shift. Okay. Audit your fear. Write down exactly who you're afraid of disappointing. Ask yourself, do I respect this person's life choices and values? If not, their opinion doesn't deserve to steer your ship. Okay? Flip the fear. When you feel nervous, ask, what's the worst that could realistically happen if they judge me? Most of the time, it's nothing more than an awkward moment, if that. Okay? Focus on impact over ego. Shift your focus from how do I look to who can I help? When you make it about serving others, your fear shrinks. Take tiny public actions. Post that video, share that video, hit publish. Even if it's not perfect, you build momentum through action, not waiting for confidence to magically appear. Remember, you don't need to be fearless. You just need to act anyway. Okay? I'm not here to tell you it's easy to stop caring what people think, but I'm here to tell you it's worth it. Every good thing in life, every opportunity, every meaningful connection, every moment of peace came after I stopped living for other people's approval. Okay? People who truly matter, they'll respect you even more when you show up boldly as yourself. Okay? And those who don't, they were never meant to be part of your journey anyway. Stop waiting for permission. Stop silencing yourself to avoid their judgment. This is your life. Okay? Choose freedom. Okay? If this message spoke to you, drop this in the comments right now. I choose freedom over approval. Okay? Let's remind each other the only opinion that truly matters is yours. Thank you for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.